Gary Lamb. And I'm going to tell you the two things I need to see to prove to me that the 49ers are bigger than an NFC championship team. What do the 49ers need to do, or where they need to be Super Bowl champions at the end of 2024? Training camp, everyone checked in yesterday, practicing today, and I'm not worried about Ayuk. As 49ers fans, we all know there's always going to be drama. Ayuk was in it. He's a receiver. And you know what? For a receiver, he's not a diva, but he is a receiver. We all know to expect these things. It even happened last year with Nick Bosa. And this even that bad. Either Ayuk's going to play or not. I'm a little bit worried about Pearsall, a rookie with a hamstring. This ties in a little bit. But I'm going to get straight to the point. Last year, I said, what do the 49ers need to do to win the Super Bowl? And I said, I talked a lot about Brock Purdy. He was a hot news. But either Kyle Shanahan's going to blow the Super Bowl or Brock Purdy's going to win it. And I'm going to say, I never want to fire Kyle. But he's an NFC championship coach. And what's going to need to happen is someone's got to close the damn deal. Because right now, Kyle's not a closer. He's a pencil pusher. He cares about the receivers blocking, and so do I. But Kyle, his weakness, like everyone has, he doesn't know when to let the players just play, baby. And to be fair, maybe he's got a bunch of B-plus players, you know. I won't say that about there's Trent Williams. He's a man. He ain't getting no younger. Nick Bosa, he's the man. He's always getting held. Christian McCaffrey, of all people, fumbled in the Super Bowl, right? Christian McCaffrey is a closer. He's a finisher. But we got to find out if Brock Purdy's a finisher. All right, Kyle Shanahan. We don't have a culture without Kyle Shanahan. He is the bones. He is the foundation. But he's a pencil pushing geek. All right, and that's his strength. We're always going to be even keel. When we have these contract negotiations, he doesn't take it personal, except for, he takes reporting personal. He's mad at Grant Cohn. I ain't mad about nobody, because he asks the questions I'm asking, and he sees some of the challenges I see in Kyle. But I'm not trying to get rid of you. It's going to take a player, and it didn't happen last year. And it's got to be Brock Purdy, because we found out that when it came down to business, when it came down to nut cutting time, when it came down to we need to run the ball in the second half. 3 straight plays, 3 straight series. We didn't do it. When it came down to 3rd and 4, run the ball, McCaffrey, on 3rd down and 4th down. Even Brandon Ayuk doesn't sweat the play that Brock missed him, because he knows who's going to Jennings. Thing number 1, Brock Purdy needs to be the closer on this team, because Kyle ain't going to do it. And I'm going to give you evidence. Hey, you know what? Sometimes coaches, even the best of them, Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan's daddy, Great Drake Greenlaw, like I told you, was killing it. He was killing Mahomes. He was shutting down Kelsey. He was everywhere. Boom, comes on the field, snaps his Achilles. Andy Reid didn't see it. And when it happened, it was a bad look. When Travis Kelce gets in his coach's face, like, what are you doing? Bro, Greenlaw is out. Get me the ball. And aside from that freaking muff, I can't stand when you have irreliable punt returners. A rookie, Darrell Luter Jr., lets a punt hit him, and dumbass Ray McCloud doesn't fall on it because he's a playmaker. Got the fucking ball. Excuse me. Aside from that play, because the Niners defense was shutting it down, They were shutting Patrick Mahomes down the Super Bowl. Then one play later, and we're in trouble. But aside from that play, the biggest thing that happened was we couldn't stop Kelce anymore. And Greenlaw just wasn't there. But it was a bad luck when it happened because a player got in the coach's face right in front of the national media. He said, Greenlaw is out. Get me the ball. Let's go. Common sense, okay? You can't play hero ball in the NFL or in top-notch sports, but there's a time when you need to just like use common sense when it's obvious, okay? And what happened was a big-time player, a closer, Travis Kelce, and Mahomes, it's like, wake up, coach. Give me the rock, baby. That doesn't work all the time. Because until Greenlaw went out, the game plan was just killing the Chiefs. Niners were all over, but then you just can't. Greenlaw can't be replaced. And I was going to get to my second point in a second. Someone has to be the damn closer. And nobody on the roster had the guts to tell Kyle, give me the damn rock. And that's including Christian McCaffrey. And probably because Trent Williams had a tough game, wasn't his best game, and McCaffrey fumbled. But no one had the guts to say, just get me the rock in the second half. It's third and short. We're going like Eagles. We're going up the middle. 2 plays to get 4 fucking yards. Excuse my French. But it's time. I'm tired of being the damn NFC champion. I'm tired of going to the ball and losing my slipper at 10 o'clock and didn't even make it to midnight. So listen to me. And it's on Brock. And I've been, man, since the first, you see me on video. Since the first time I seen this kid, Brock, play the Vikings in a preseason game, I said, you can do something with this kid. He needs to make the team. And I've defended him. I think he has more potential. This kid could move. He's shown he can do it in the pocket. I am still worried that he can, he's a shorter guy. The ball might get tipped. I believe in Brock, but is he a closer? Because he's the only one left to get in Kyle's face. The only one with enough swagoo to help the Niners come through. He didn't do it when the time was. He didn't do it in the Super Bowl. He wasn't Brock. But he's a second-year quarterback doing what he did. It's time for Brock to enforce his will on this damn team, and when the time is right, he needs to get in his face because no one else has the guts. No one has the guts to do what Travis Kelce did in the Super Bowl. Get in your coach's face. But you don't want to do that. That's a bad look. It looked really, really bad. But is Andy Reid complaining with 3 rings and 20 cheeseburgers? No. No, I ain't complaining about the rings or the cheeseburgers. Which brings me to my second point. The Niners that have proved they're not soft off the middle. Maybe the reason why they didn't run in the second half, to start the second half, after a freaking interception by a rookie on Patrick Mahomes. Jair Brown got the pick. What I'm saying is, maybe Kyle didn't run because he didn't trust the interior linemen of the 49ers to get a few yards. Are they soft up the middle? Is Pooney going to help that? Is Feliciano going to help that? He's too old. Burford, is he ever not going to hold in one game? We're going to find out. Can they keep a 350-pound nose tackle out of the backfield and not get Brock Purdy killed? Defensive line. Look we got some replacements. Hargrave, can he stop the run? No. What about a replacement? I don't care. Eric Armstead, we made the right move. You can't play from the bench. But bottom line, this guy is a huge monster. He's the first guy off the bus you want to show out. He's a monster, and we played. He was a physical force. Are the Niners soft at the middle? Can they replace that? I don't know. And without Dre Greenlaw, it's going to be real tough because I love Fred Warner, but he's long and lean. He knows where to be, but he's not Patrick Willis as far as a body, okay? We got to help him stand up. And what's going to help the Niners stand up the middle on defense? Maybe it's going to be our safeties. Maybe it's Hufanga and Brown and Malik, Mustafa. But we got to prove we are not soft up the middle, and Brock Purdy's got to show he's the man. over Kyle Shanahan, and that's what it's going to take to win the Super Bowl. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go. We're just getting started, but I want to finish with the Lombardi.